Listen, monk mode gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro. I would say semen retention gang, but no, not anymore because dudes like Kevin Gates, they do semen retention. Dudes like NLE Chopper, they do semen retention. Dudes who do semen retention, you know they relapse. They don't even retain that long. They relapse. So listen, we are on monk mode. Dudes on monk mode, we're not relapsing. Listen, I just want to let every guy know that if you relapse, you are a victim. Only victims relapse. Listen, there is no excuse to relapsing on this journey. I know a lot of YouTubers, they might tell you that, but listen, a lot of YouTubers are also still victims. So you have to understand who you listen to. Now, the only person on YouTube who will encourage you that it's okay to relapse is a guy who is not a leader. He's not a strong leader. That's not, listen, iron sharpens iron. That is not iron. He is a weakness. Listen, don't listen to that. Listen to this advice. What do you mean you relapse to a AI, to a screen, to a phone, to a tablet, to a computer, to a laptop? What do you mean you relapse to a non-real person? That is not a real woman. What do you mean you relapsed? That's the thing. You went in the restroom. You turned on the lights. You locked the doors. You put the headphones on so nobody could hear you. That is a victim. What do you mean you weren't strong enough to get established first, then get your wife effortlessly and take your time? Then you could get your pick and choose of woman that you want. But you wanted to go to the hub and choose and pick and relapse to a AI, artificial intelligence. Now I see why they call it artificial intelligence, because it is very intelligent. A lot of dudes relapse to a screen. The screen can't love you. I just want you guys to understand this. Your screen, the corn sites, will never love you. The girl that you are relapsing to on the corn sites, you will never meet her. She doesn't know you exist. And you want somebody who does not know you exist. This is the creep type mindset that corn and relapsing and having a victim mindset as a man is doing to you. This is why it is not good for a man to have a weak victim mindset. It makes you look like a woman, like it's just not masculine. There is no way I'm gonna make a relapse video. There's no way I'm gonna make a relapse video. Listen, I'm gonna go 7 to 10 years. There's no way I'm gonna make a relapse video between the 7 to 10 years. It will simply not be masculine. I would be going against my own manhood. I literally came onto YouTube and told the entire world I was going 7 to 10 years. If I was to relapse, I am a definition of a hypocrite. Listen, that is the definition of a unserious man. Listen, real masculine, manly men are serious about life. We are actually serious about life. We're not comedians. We're not Kevin Hart. We're not gonna be gay for the pay. Listen, you have to delete the victim mindset in your life. Listen, all you need is patience. All men need is strength. That is all we need. You do not need the cat. Listen, get off the catnip. Your dudes are acting like cats in catnip. They just, as soon as they get a whiff of that catnip, it's over with. They're weak now. A dog could literally shred a cat to pieces off of catnip. It's now weak. But when a cat is not off of catnip, listen, cats be messing these dogs up, no matter how big. Because no matter how little the cat is, it always sees itself as a big lion. Listen, you gotta think big. You only gonna get the Urus if you the purest. We don't want to accept the Urus from Satan. Listen, we only gonna get the Urus if we the purest. All we gotta do is take our time in life. Listen, it's all gonna work out if you take your time. Good things come to those who wait. But if you rush to the hub, listen, you're going to meet your wife in the future and you're going to have erectile dysfunction. You know why you're going to have erectile dysfunction? Because good things come to those who wait. You didn't wait on a woman for that. You didn't wait on your wife for that. You waited on nothing. You rushed to the hub. You rushed to Twitter, what they now call X, which I had to delete. Listen, it says it in his name. It's called X. Listen, we are not tricked. Listen, we are very, what is the word? We are very serious, man. Listen, we're going to have the Rolls Royce 5 to 10 years from now. Listen, we're going to be multi-millionaires 5 to 10 years from now. We're thinking on the long term, while the guys who rush, the simps and the pimps, because listen, all you got to do is take away the S and the P, and they still imping. So if you're imping without the S or the P, or with the S and the P, listen, you're wasting time. Because listen, simping is dudes who are fake the nice guy. They're not really the nice guy. Listen, I'm really the nice guy. I treat all women good. So guess what? If I find out a woman's crazy, listen, she's not going to be crazy towards me because I treated her good. I never called her out her name. I never called her the bitch word. I respected her at all times. So she has no reason to try to hit me with a sweet chin music. She has no reason to hit me with a car. Because I did not want to use her for her cat. I didn't go around her. I respected her so much that I didn't go around her or attract that type of energy. Listen, dudes want to talk about female attraction on semen retention. Listen, that's why your guy's going to relapse. You're worried about female attraction. Wow. Of course you're going to be attractive because you're not draining yourself like the 99% of the men. So you have to naturally expect for you to be attractive. Listen, when you walk outside, listen, you're going to be that guy on a long streak of semen retention. You're going to be that guy on a long streak of monk mode. Yeah, on monk mode. You're going to be that guy to a lot of women. It does not matter. A lot of women will not be your wife. Only your wife will be your wife. So a lot of women, it does not matter. You just have to still treat women precious, still treat women nice until you find your wife. And listen, if you treat women good, it won't be hard for you to find a wife at all. Because all women are not the same. But what corn does and relapsing does, it teaches you that all women are the same as you see on that website. All women are not like that. All women don't hate men. All women are not feminists. All women are not bitter. All women don't argue with men. So you got to understand, this is an individual thing. People like to say, opposites attract. But no, they don't. Only like attracts like. Because like attracts like so much that only humble men will accept a humble woman. Only humble women will be around a humble man. Humble people don't go around unhumble people. That's how like attracts like. Why would you stay around somebody who disrespects you? Now you thinking you gotta go back to the hub, the only place that shows you love and don't disrespect you. Listen, stop the nonsense. You're not a humble person on the inside. That was a facade. You wouldn't go around a person that's not humble. As soon as they disrespected you the first time, you wouldn't have stuck around like DDG. DDG stuck around after Hallie slapped him in the face. So now, down the line, he can't take it anymore. Because he's stuck around for the disrespect. Now he put his hands on her and chipped her tooth. Do you see what caused that? But in the beginning, before she even slapped him in the face, she had to say some disrespectful stuff, or she had to do something that was disrespectful. And he stuck around, didn't do anything about it because he's a pimp. He has to run game. He has to keep giving tests out. He has to constantly test his woman. Listen, when you already vetted the woman, once she's with you, you no longer test her anymore because you already vetted her. But a lot of dudes, they don't want to take their time. They don't want to be established. Listen, no established man is a freaking pimp. Let's just be real. No established man is a pimp. You don't need money from women when you already established. DDG is not established. He still has to record 40 hours a week or 40 hours a day. Or it's not even 40 hours in a day. But he still manages to record for 40 hours in a day. Listen, he has no time for family. He's still grinding. So a lot of people will say, oh, he waited till he got all the way to the top for them to tell him. No, listen, he's not all the way at the top. He's not all the way at the top when he got to use Holly for views. That's not a person all the way at the top. Listen, you got to understand, like, you got to call Cap from a mile away. I repeat, you have to call Cap from a mile away. If you don't call Cap from a mile away, listen, you will be the laughing Cap. Listen, you got to understand. On monk mode, I turned down at least 10 women so far. In my 97th day today. Today is number 97. Days I've been monk mode. Still retaining strong. Not relapsing. I've rejected 10 baddies. So-called baddies. Listen, 10 beautiful women. I'm not going to say baddies no more. 10 beautiful women. I told them, listen, I got to control my lust. And you know what a woman told me? She said, I've never heard a man that said that. I've never heard a man who loved himself that much to say he had to control his lust. I know your wife will be really happy one day. And that's what I be trying to tell dudes. But they would have took advantage of her, tried to play the nice guy, and then smashed her, and they would have got her pregnant. 9 months later, since she's a beautiful woman, the baby father, he would have skated. Because he's not established. So when you're established, you can avoid that bad side of life. Listen, you can avoid child support. It's called being established. You won't have to worry about child support when you're established. Listen. In child support, you're not even taking care of your kids. You're actually paying less money than you would if you were in the child's life. So listen. We're going to treat women good, and you guys just need to stop relapsing. I'm not going to say we're going to stop relapsing because I'm not going to relapse at all. So listen, I know a lot of YouTubers out there make videos like, oh, semen retention is hard. That's because you're doing semen retention. You're trying to have great pullout game and still hold on. Listen, we're on monk mode. Monk mode is hard, so therefore it makes these biceps hard. Listen, the only thing hard about monk mode is these biceps. That's the only thing hard. The only thing hard about monk mode is telling all these beautiful women no. But it's the good thing. Because guess what? Only good things come to those who wait. Monk mode gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.